Hey guys, Henry here from uniquedesigns.net, and I want to share with you today the importance of asking why. I get that question a lot, and I'll tell you a quick story. Ever since I was a little kid, my father always whenever I used to ask him why, my father would always be like, "Oh, don't worry about it," and he would just dismiss me. And I got to believe that asking why was wrong until I became a business owner and entrepreneur, and I realized that if you don't ask why, you're dead. And that's the bottom line. If you don't ask why, all these other problems start to evolve, and it can make your life a living hell. So I want to share with you today 4 simple points about the importance of asking why. So the first thing is you'll learn a lot more about your clients, their wants and their needs if you ask them why they're doing certain things. Why did you come to us to get your designs created? You start to unfold and you start to dig a little deeper and truly understand the goals of that particular prospect or client. And as they start to unravel all this and unfold this, you should be taking very diligent notes because that will tell you a lot about the client, the business, and what their objectives are as to why they're hiring you. So there's another good reason why we should be asking the why question, and that is to allow the customer to see, or the prospect to see, things that they might not see on the surface. For example, somebody might say, I want awesome Facebook advertising. I want awesome social media branding. Okay, that's great. But what are you going to do with that branding? Do you have a sales and marketing funnel set up so that when people see that advertisement, they have an ascension, or they have a funnel to go through to help them get to know, like, and trust you as a brand? Well, I didn't think of that, one of my clients said. All I was worried about was polishing up my brand. Well, if you don't have a system in place to help capture and nurture new leads, your pretty branding isn't going to do much for you, is it? So asking these questions is key, is crucial to your client's success. So another point that I'd like to make is, why we do certain things here at Unique Designs. And there's a few things that I'd like to cover on this. Marcus Lemonis talks about people, product, and process, right? If you don't have 3 of those working on 12 cylinders at all times, your business will suffer. So what we took recently is a huge overhaul on our process and the way we take clients in, the way we take design projects in, how they get created, and how they get back out to the customer is a process that needed some tweaking, needed some re-engineering. We're growing at such a rapid pace now that we need an infrastructure to be able to hold that and sustain all of that work. So we created a process, and we do certain things certain ways so that the client benefits from faster turnaround, more efficient work with our designers. So the greater the questions we ask our clients, the greater the results we're able to produce. So that is a really key point when it comes to asking why questions. We recently created a design submission form now for all of our clients to use religiously when they go to submit a design project for us. And in that design submission form, we ask numerous questions, but they're very pertinent. It allows us to know what exactly needs to be created for this design to be a powerful and compelling and functional design to help them generate more leads, more customers, and so on. So now that we implemented this design submission form, our designers now have everything they need to design the project so that it's super, super polished, maybe 1 or 2 edits, and then it's approved and finalized. So that was a huge part of our business that was lacking for a while that we fixed, and now it's working great. So asking why is not only going to benefit the client, but it's also going to benefit team communication. So now your team is going to know exactly what they need, when it needs to get done, and that we can turn that around and put that project to bed a lot quicker and a lot more efficiently. But we wouldn't be able to do that if we didn't ask those questions of why. So don't be afraid to ask why, because I'll tell you why. Your client will benefit from you asking these why questions in the long run. They truly will. Your team is going to benefit because they're going to have a better understanding of what those client objectives are. And they're going to be able to pinpoint and really laser in and get what needs to be completed much more efficiently. The other big point on asking why questions is it will help you qualify potential prospects. If you get clients that say, why are you asking me this? Why are you doing this? Why do you care? Or because, you ask them, why are you doing this? Well, because I want to. Well, you start to think to yourself, is this the type of client that I want to work with? So asking these why questions will really open up the Pandora's box, really, with that prospect. And you could decide whether the way they answer those questions, if it's somebody you even want to work with. Because at the end of the day, you have to be comfortable and you have to love the person that you're doing business for that project or for that outcome to come out with great result. So not only will it help you and your clients build an awesome relationship, but it's going to save a ton of time in the long run. Ask those why questions up front, gather all that intelligence up front, and you will have a much smoother workflow for your team. And at the end of the day, your client is going to be much more happier with the end result that you provide them. Again, this is Henry from uniquedesigns.net. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at unique_designs with a Z for some great value in design, branding, sales and marketing, funnel creation. We would love to help you. Take care, and I hope you enjoyed this video.